Welcome back, Bridges! My name is Misty Chronexia, and this is the 5 anime of the day. Very simple game we play on randomanime.org, which is this website here. Sorry, I have to click on it. There you go. And we pick 4 entries, and the 5th one comes from myself, and you decide whether or not you want to watch either of these, or you just watch me talk over the shows that maybe you would like. So today I decided to go with the pick of comedy, because we did parody last week, or the week before that, and I never truly gave the comedy one a chance, so hopefully we get something interesting on this one. Let's pick the first one for today, which is gonna be Lagrange, or the flower. Alright, it's a mecha one. It has some comedy element in it. It also has a little bit of ecchi from what I remember. I saw that, I think it was in 2012, 13, around then. Maybe when it came out. It's probably not my first pick for comedy, so play the clip. Entry number 1, Renina Lagrange. Let's kickstart this party with some mecha action. No, wait, action was yesterday. Comedy? Yeah, comedy. Renina Lagrange is a fairly short anime about Madoka. No, not this one. Madoka is a teenage girl whose biggest focus in life is to help her fellow kinsmen. Kinsmen? Fucking fancy today. Anyway, she gets recruited by a special faculty that requests her to pilot a giant robot and defend the planet from invading aliens because nobody else but a 17 years old could do it. Open bracket, / sarcasm, close bracket. The plot does have some holes here and there, but it can still be an enjoyable watch. Personally, it left me kind of lukewarm, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10 and sneakily move on to entry number 2. Alright, so we can probably do better than Lagrange. I mean, let's amp up the stakes a little bit more. Come on, give me something. The Everyday Tales of a Cat God. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, it is better than Lagrange. Yeah. I feel like the pool for a comedy show is really big, so we'll get stuff that you wouldn't especially see me talk about. But hey, it could be interesting. Let's play Cat God. Here's a clip. Entry number 2, The Everyday Tales of a Cat God. I can't in good conscience recommend this anime to anyone. With the amount of amazing content that's available, there is no valid reason for me to brag about Kagami. It's as generic as it gets, the comedy is average, the characters are for the most part insufferable. The story is about an antique shop owner who has a cat god staying at her place. That god spends her day idly playing games, and that's it. I mean, it does fit the comedy criteria, but it's essentially a merrymaking anime with no progression and no story whatsoever. Very similar to Kanamemo. If you want to try it out, I won't stop you, but for me that's a flat 3 out of 10. Not worth my time.
いや同年同日の生まれとはすごい偶然ですな。気が合うようですな。いっそのこと将来。
Alright, so this was pick number 2. Let's go for number 3. It keeps ramping up, so it's gonna get good at some point. Comedy? Come again for Big Fudge? Right? I mean, it's probably as much comedy as Haikyuu was drama. Croco no Basket, one of the finest comedy around. It is a great show, don't get me wrong. I mean, as far as sports anime goes, or as far as any anime goes, I mean, it's up there. Comedy? I mean, here's a clip.
君読書家だね。文芸部とかどう？いや、これ漫画なんだけど。漫画も立派な本だよ。
Entry number 3, Croco's Basketball. Again, I can't stress enough how good Croco no Basket is. I briefly glossed over it when we got Dear Boys last week. Croco is a fantastic sports anime. Comedy-wise, I don't recall there being many jokes. It was mostly a tension-building show, But then again, I mean, when it comes to shonen, I suppose comedy is a bland tag they can stamp on anything. Anyway, the story is about Kroko, a guy whose presence is never truly noticed. He's an awesome basketball player and he team up with a new team. Flashy colors, great animation, gets an S out of 10. S stands for score. If you want to check it out, why not swing by crunchyroll.com/Misty? You'll find all 3 seasons to binge watch there.
いい感じに挑んできやがって。まさか鏡くんの方が強いに決まってるじゃないですか。やる前から分かってました。
Alright, can we get at least one decent comedy show out of this? Come on, you had a lot of tries. Can we get something? Oh, working alright. Alright. I think this is from Working. Yeah, that's the English title. That's something that's more up my beat. I think you guys are gonna like it. So here's a clip. Entry number 4, Working. First of all, I have no idea why the anime Working has been translated to Wagnaria in English. I mean, sure, it's the restaurant's name, but was Working not politically correct? Second of all, what the fuck is Sanji doing in this show? Oh, that explains why he went away for the whole Coliseum arc. He had to shoot Working. I getcha. Anyway, jokes aside, Working's setup is, as the title implies, the whole anime is focused on a group employed at Wagnaria, a family restaurant. The show is quite endearing, and it's one I would recommend for the whole family, provided you don't mind reading subtitles, cause it never got a dub. But if you're fine with that, you can find it on Crunchyroll as well. I highly recommend it. I'll give it this one an 8 out of 10, cause I just love the ambience.
わざとじゃねえだろうな。見りゃわかるよ。おかえりなさい。
But hey, I know these might not be exactly the type of shows you would have liked, so I'm gonna go ahead and suggest you one of my personal favorite that is super underrated, and for that being Shirobako. It is an anime about a group of people who want to make their own anime. It kind of hits close to home, so I suggest it. It's super funny, it is really endearing, and it might be something you would like to enjoy. Here's a clip!
ダメだ見とれてる場合じゃない9話のカッティングあさってでしょ残り誰が持ってんの吉本さんとキサさんです
And finally, entry number 5, Misty's Choice, Shirobako. Shirobako is my pick of the day. It's probably not the most hilarious comedy on the market. There is a crap ton of better contestant. However, Shirobako for me was a dark horse. It's an anime that on the surface seemed like not much, but I surprised myself devouring every episode. The premise, like I briefly mentioned, is about a group of people who want to create their own anime. They try to make it in the industry, they had really high expectation to realize it's not quite the dream job they expected. The show wonderfully portrayed the industry and how truly complicated it is to get a decent product out there, making funny setups along the way with very charismatic characters. If you have a Crunchyroll account, you can find it there as well. It's my 10 out of 10 for today. Hopefully you can try it out.
お疲れ様でした
4話リテイクで待ってもらってた人たちバラしていいから
はい早速本田さん
So how were these for you? Maybe something you would like to check out in your spare time? Maybe not? If you do, and if you like today's video, why not subscribe? Ba-boom! Nobody used that anymore. We have the end cards for that. Anyhow, you can always leave a like. That's always super helpful for me. It gets my video up there for more people to see. And hopefully get enough view and pay me through AdSense so I could get myself a second Lamborghini. I wish I had the first one. Anyhow, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. And if you did, please come back tomorrow as we'll play another round of this and we'll get a different topic. Maybe you'll get something more interesting for you. If you do, don't forget the Chinese proverb, the early bird should probably go back to sleep because it's like 5 a.m. and bitches around are gonna be pretty tired.
On these memories I reflect, I can see a better plan from here. One more time, rewind. rewind. I'll find another way back here.